we are approaching day 7 of the ASAP Rocky trial out of California. I have been watching every day, and for the last couple of days I've been engaging with people on X about the trial, and I just kind of want to talk about a couple different things and get y'all up to speed on where we are. So for starters, Relly has spent the last, I don't know, 5 days testifying. I'm 100% sure that nobody, the state or the defense, expected to be questioning him this long, but he has been the most obstructionist witness I have ever seen in my life, right? He is so combative. He refuses to answer anything that the defense asks him in a way that he thinks might be beneficial to them. He comes off completely incredible, and I don't mean that as a compliment. And that is a huge, 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 huge problem for the state. I want to talk about credibility because there are two big camps in this ASAP Rocky trial, right? On what I've seen on X is that some people are like, look, we saw it on video. He did it. He's guilty. That's it. Put him away. Blah, blah, blah. That's it. I don't want to hear anything else. The other camp of people are significantly concerned about Relly's credibility and about the state's decision to pursue this case despite the fact that he's not credible. They're concerned about whether or not the state can meet their burden. I personally, I always tell y'all this is not unbiased media. I have opinions. I am on the latter side. I don't think they can meet their burden. I think Relly is completely incredible, and because of that, their case falls apart. Why does his credibility matter? Because some people seem to think that credibility is not a big deal, right? Your credibility, if you have it, right, means that we should believe you. If you don't have credibility, we should be questioning whether or not you are telling the truth. And in this case, the only real piece of physical evidence that we have, the bullets were recovered by Relly. And the defense is putting forth arguments and suggestions to make it to argue that it was fake, right? That the gun was not real. And so the bullets that were recovered were not real. And now we are even learning that there might be a suggestion that the bullets were purchased in order for him to fire at a gun range, which they're alleging that he was at recently before the shooting. So there's a lot of moving pieces in this case, but when you have a situation where you lack significant physical evidence and you are relying heavily on the testimony of a witness, you need that witness to be credible. Relly is, oh gosh, like I don't even really know how to put into words how terrible his testimony has been. Is my understanding from people that have been in the courtroom, including I'm Not a Lawyer, Mel, and there are a couple other people that are in the courtroom. But my understanding is that the judge has even commented to the state, like, y'all sure y'all want to do this? Because of how terrible Relly's testimony has been. My personal opinion, I don't think that they end up with a guilty verdict. I don't see how they could at this point. Relly has denied every single fact that the defense put forward. Every single one. So much so that they had to call a rebuttal witness to authenticate videos of audio recordings, basically, of phone calls that Relly had with this witness. It is all over the place, and it's slow, and it doesn't have to be slow. So I don't really know how we get to a guilty verdict at this point. I don't even know how we get to closing arguments. I just don't think that we get to that point because Relly has completely dismantled and destroyed the state's case.